What is up, familia? So today I'm actually out here to help out my best friend Chayness work on his car, and we just got done doing the work that he needed done on his car. So if you guys want to take a look at what he did, follow his channel. I will put it in the link in the description below. But today what we're gonna do, since we just did that on his car, is we're gonna remove the double-sided tape residue that was left from debadging my car probably like a month ago. And to be honest, I just kind of got lazy and forgot about it. But now that we have the opportunity to do so, I'm going to show you guys what to do. So a couple of things that we're gonna require in order to remove the leftover double-sided tape from debadging the vehicle is just a couple of things. And again, I'm not endorsing anything that I say that I like or enjoy drinking or utilizing as far as materials, but one of the things that most car guys use is Goo-Gone. Goo-Gone is probably been the biggest lifesaver that I've had when it comes to removing double-sided tape. I've done this before with my other car that I've had in the past, but yeah, it comes in handy. So if you guys ever want to remove the badges in your car, highly recommend it. The other thing I do recommend as well is just any typical spray detailer, because you don't want to have the Goo-Gone sitting in your paint for long, because it eats your clear coat away and it'll slowly start digging into the actual paint itself. And believe me, you guys don't want to have that like crappy looking patch on, you know, where you guys remove the badges. Also, the last thing I also recommend is having one towel for the Goo-Gone and one towel for the detailing spray. Make sure they're clean, make sure that there's no particles in it. But yeah, I'll show you guys on how to get started. And I forgot to add that if you guys have a heat gun, highly recommend it too, because it loosens up the tape. So utilize that and it'll definitely heat up, because what happens is the heat gun, what it'll do is it'll expand the tape. So almost to a point where it's like melting, but it's not. It's kind of like when you have hot cheese and it just spreads. So it's kind of like the same concept. But yeah, I mean, that just makes the process a lot easier. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll show you guys the end results. First things first, and what you want to do is you want to heat it up with the heat gun. So it doesn't have to be at the high setting. It could be in the low setting. Just, you know, warm it up a little bit. And the reason I say this is because it might lift up your paint, or it might melt it. You know, it just depends. But yeah, low setting. And just, you know, slowly just swivel it back and forth. That's where it gets warm. And you can easily do is take the heat gun away and feel it. So if it's a little bit warm, then, you know, until you think it's right, just let it warm up.
And there's a side note, depending on the type of heat gun you guys have, if you have multiple heat settings, obviously do it on the lowest. Yeah. You don't need excess heat amount. So if you guys notice that the tape is easily just peeling off, and like I said, it's like the same concept. It's almost like a hot cheese where it just melts. So I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, see? Of course, cheese is obviously better looking and probably tastes better too, so. But yeah, we'll show you guys once we remove the double-sided tape, so stay tuned. Cool. Little gunks are coming out, but I have to keep going probably for another little while. So we'll show you guys once we're done. We're getting to the end of this first part, guys, and as you guys can see, obviously there's just a little bit of resistors that don't want to get off the car. But you know, when you fight with a good fight with the best stuff, they're not going to last long. Giggity. You can see all that he's taking off this little gunk right there. It's all curled up. Like I said, just be patient with it, and you know, take your time with the heat gun. If it does get hot to the point where it's peeling off, you know, and it's just melting away, cool, just be careful and don't damage the paint, you know, because obviously I'm just making suggestions.
Alright, but let's show you the right side at least, so that way you guys can see that. Look at that, completely gone and clean. Nice white paint.
The miracles of having a heat gun, guys, I'm telling you.
Also, a little side note, this badge is not stock.
I don't want to keep the stock badge just because it looked too plain, and from what you guys can tell, I'm not a really plain person. I'm simple, but I ain't plain. So the residue that's remaining obviously was a little bit worse than when we first started. So yeah, once we are done with this, all we do is apply the detailing spray just to prevent it from eating the paint away from the Goo Gone. So yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. Finished up removing the remainder of the double-sided tape on the trunk, and if you guys noticed, it looks amazing. So I kind of wanted to say a huge thank you to Chayness for doing the third-person camera right now, and not only that, but for lending me his C-clamp that he has for the camera. Obviously you guys saw that the stabilization is a little bit better, and for lending me the heat gun that his friend let him borrow. So huge shout out to Chayness. Follow him as well for his build, because he's got a pretty badass Veloster, and obviously you guys saw the work that we've been doing on it lately. So thanks again, guys, for watching, and remember the motto that we always go by: keep doing you, and we'll see you next time.
Fun fact for you JDM guys, this particular vehicle is known as the K5. That's the chassis code for this particular vehicle, the Kia Optima.
Not the chassis code, but the actual, that's what it's called in Korea.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
they call it the K5, they don't call it an Optima.
Well, never mind, I've been corrected, but apparently that's their way of, you know, their JDM, or their version of JDM, whatever.